I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're here with another Feeding Frenzy, the Abundance book. We're at the 40-day prosperity plan, and we're on day 21.
Yay!
Congratulations! You're halfway through.
That's right. We start on the second half today. And we're going to start back with statement 1 again.
Okay.
So, God is lavish, unfailing abundance, the rich, omnipresent substance of the universe. This all-providing source of infinite prosperity is individualized as me, the reality of me. You can almost say a word for word now, which is pretty cool.
That is cool, isn't it? That just means it works its way in there.
That's right. It gets into our subconscious, which is what we want to do with
So,
these statements.
why do we repeat them over and over and over again? What is the point?
Well, each time we do them, I see another reason for it. And the first time I thought, this is going to get boring. But each time we did it, I saw it a different way. Or I saw another little nugget in there that I hadn't seen before. Now we've done them so many times that we can almost say them word for word without the book. And but I'm still seeing that it's putting it in that consciousness.
Into the subconscious.
Yeah.
Into that knowing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like when things come up now, I can almost say these word for word. You know, when great things happen or money starts coming in, it's like, God is lavish, unfailing abundance.
All right, so how has the picture of lavish changed for you, or has it?
I don't know that it has. I'll tell you what it has done. I still see lavish the same, but I see it as mine more than I did before.
Good.
You know, I saw it as something possible for me, not just out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I can be lavish. I can have those things I never dreamed I could have before. You know, I've been able to apply it more to me and believe it more that it could happen.
Good stuff.
For me. Yeah.
It's changed for me a little.
Really?
This many times through. It's changed for me a little. Now it's not just things. I'm seeing lavish in so much more now in my environment than just the things.
Like what?
Like I'm judging time in a different way now.
Okay. I remember that one.
Do you see what I'm saying? I used to get up and think, God, I don't have enough time to do all of this now. And now, you know, we're doing this, and I'm thinking, another friend, you know, asked did I want to do another class? And I thought, well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't bat an eye. It wasn't a matter of, let me check my schedule. Can I fit this in on a Wednesday or a Thursday? It was, absolutely. I have nothing but time. So lavish now includes time for me, which is a whole new realm.
That's cool.
A whole new realm for me. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Now, when you said that, I was thinking, okay, what else could she see lavish in? And I thought, well, duh. Just in our surroundings, the sunset, the beauty that surrounds us, I think we begin to notice it more, or I have, to notice more of what God has provided us with. Every day He brings a new sunrise. You know.
And they're all different.
And it's just for me, because nobody else has the same perspective I have of that sunrise. You know, it's all lavish. The colors of the flowers, you know, the things surrounding us are lavish. We have a lavish God, and that is really cool to me.
So we thought this time through we've been changing the words out, and that really can be eye-opening too.
But you know what I noticed though when
What?
we did that? Of course, I have to edit those tapes that we make, the videos, and I noticed as we started that the first day of the second round, and as we ended that, by the time we got done, it didn't make that much difference to us anymore. And I think that's cool because we begin to see God in a new perspective.
We're changing that definition.
Yeah.
Of that word.
Right. And to me now, when we talked early on, God was a human form, and as we got to the end, we were replacing God in energy. God was energy, and we couldn't tell the difference anymore. And that to me was pretty cool.
Yeah,
so
it is cool.
We're going to use different words this time.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to start with love.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
And several people in the comments talk about they like to use the word love, so we're going to use that one.
All right, let's try that one.
Okay. Love is lavish, unfailing love. the rich, omnipresent substance of the love. This all-providing love of infinite prosperity is individualized as me, the love of me.
Mm. What does that say to you?
That one's a little harder for me. I guess I have trouble seeing unfailing love or lavish love a little more than I see energy or God. You know, it's okay for God to be lavish, but love, you know, for me.
Yeah.
Rich, omnipresent substance of the love. You know, it's, I don't know, it's just a little different for me. How about you?
That one, I'm still moving from the understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still understanding that one. I'm working through the understanding of that one. Simply because of my varied emotions, it's difficult for me to see myself as love all the time.
I think that's it for me too.
Because there are a lot of times when I don't see love in the anger that's coming through me. And I don't see love in jealousy, you know. And I'm not seeing a love when the ego is taking over. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's difficult for me in those times, especially with those kinds of emotions, when I can picture myself as love.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I can think back and think, okay, I was angry in that moment. How could I have been expressing love then when it was just anger, just pure anger? So I'm still working with the understanding of that one.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me to picture myself as love when I have all of these varied emotions still.
Yeah. Yeah. And for me, it took me a long time in my lifetime to figure out what love was.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have a little trouble with that word because what I was taught love was not really love.
Mm.
And so the same way I had a bad or a somewhat negative connotation of the word God, I have a somewhat bad connotation of the word love. I mean, I can love everything from, you know, peanut butter to bacon, you know, to all kinds. We use that word in so many different ways that I don't think I really feel that word like I should. Or like
So if we keep doing this, can you see doing the same thing with love that you've done with the word God?
I hope so.
And be
I
able
hope
to
by the
move it
time
into
we
a new
get
definition?
through this round that the word love will mean so much more and feel different to me. Okay, this time I'm going to change it. I'm going to put your name in.
My name. Okay.
Because God is part of you and you're part of God. So everything that God has is you have too.
So we're going to invite everybody watching to put your name in.
Right.
Because if you truly want to move into, this was powerful for me the first time we did this. It was powerful, and I've never thought of myself in that exalted place before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So
here we go. You ready?
Okay.
Lisbeth is lavish, unfailing Lisbeth, the rich, omnipresent substance of the Lisbeth. This all-providing Lisbeth of infinite prosperity is individualized as me, the Elizabeth of me. What does that do? Did something. You even jerked.
Yeah.
What did it do?
Well, because, you know, that ego says, no, me, you can't be talking about me, you know. But when you put the small word "the" in front of the name, then it becomes a title. The Elizabeth, the Cindy. So when I say, oh, I'm here to meet the Cindy, what does that do? That automatically
Makes you
says,
feel like royalty. Yeah.
it makes you feel lavish, doesn't it? It makes me feel lavish when you say the reality.
How does it feel to be lavish, unfailing abundance? Or
It's
lavish,
still,
unfailing Elizabeth?
well, it's, I'm torn because there's a little bit of excitement, you know. That's kind of like, what, me? You know, me? Really? You're talking about me? And then the other part says, no. I still have another part of me that's going, no, not me.
Do you see yourself yet as a beautiful expression of God?
I do.
Well, then why is it so
I
hard?
do. Because beautiful expression of God is here, and lavish is. Do you see what I'm saying? So for me, you know, I'm increasing my bliss tolerance. You know what I'm saying? seeing myself as lavish is not as easy as seeing God as lavish.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see God in other places other than me.
That's good. So how has your perception of abundance in God and all of this changed while we've been doing this, now that we've hit it again?
Oh my goodness. I went from your flag waving, card carrying member of I gotta have a paycheck or I don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
I went from there to it's all here, and if I want it, I'll go get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is unbelievable, the change in me. Unbelievable. Just simply because I look back and think, really? Was I there?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know there's change here,
Mm-hmm.
and there's change here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there change here?
Definitely.
On the outside. What changes are you seeing on the outside?
We do more because we know we can.
Do more. What do you mean by do more?
We do more of everything.
Mm.
Like I said, now I'm not worried about time. It's just
Whether it's ours to do or not.
right. We get up in the day and ask, okay, is this mine to do now?
Mm-hmm. What else have you noticed?
I've watched our kids change too. Things have become more relaxed. Yeah, but the stress level has gone from here to here. I worry about 10 times less, 100
Good.
times less than I did.
And more money's coming.
Well, yeah, that was
But
the
it's
obvious.
easier money. We're working smarter, not harder. And I mean, not just from tithes.
Well, and I was going to say,
unexpected sources.
I was
from
going to
clients
say,
and-
when we quit working just for the paycheck, more avenues opened.
Mhm. More
Absolutely,
streams
more
of
avenues
income.
of income came in. It started to open. I mean, it was just, this last couple of weeks has just been phenomenal.
It's like, whoa.
Blow my mind, phenomenal.
Mhm.
So I am convinced that as long as I'm following the laws, which is tithing,
Mhm.
setting the goals, getting on purpose,
Forgiving.
and forgiving,
Mhm.
I don't chase after money anymore.
Mhm.
And that's the biggest one.
And we're not desperate for it, which I think
And I quit being desperate.
repels people, clients and
I
everybody
quit
else.
being desperate. Now, I'm not going to say that once I started making the change that there weren't moments of panic.
Right.
That
And there still are.
even through this process, there have been moments of panic. And I've had to remind myself, God is my source.
Mhm.
God is my source. God's got this. Now, it doesn't mean I sat down on my duffers and didn't do anything. I did my part. I asked, was it, okay, God, I'm going to have to let you take this one. You let me know what I need to do. And then, of course, if I got in the nudge or whatever, I acted upon it. I did it. I did my part. But what I'm finding is, literally, the money follows.
Yep.
It's not something I believed. I'd read it in nameless books, but it's not something I believed until I started doing it.
Mhm.
And
that's
I had
just it.
to do it.
You can't truly believe it until you do it.
Right.
And that takes a leap of faith.
It
And
did
it's
take
not
a
an
leap of
easy
faith.
leap of faith.
No,
But
it wasn't.
you have to take the leap before you see the rope that you're hanging on by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really good stuff.
Really good stuff.
Shrink.
Shrink.